Let's talk defense. Defense. Before I fully get into defense and standouts, I want to say, like, every video that I've been watching, I'm like, I go back and forth where I'm like, damn, this offense is unstoppable. And then I go to clips on defense and I like rewatched it and I'm like, damn, this defense looks really very, very versatile. Um, I I want to give a couple of shout outs. Let's start with the defensive end room. Manny Eziogu looks every part as athletic as we thought he was, right? So there were some things that came out about his 40 time and his vertical and like all these ways that he had been before we actually got on the field. Had been dominating some of the quantifiable metrics, and Manny is putting it together. He is slippery. He is shifty off the edge. He is quick. He is really quick, and he is able to, bulldoze some of those bigger outside linemen. Cam, what's good? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Manny is every bit as explosive as I thought he would be, which is really good to see. He's also relentless. Like, he's not giving up. Like, there was a couple of times where I put his number down 3 times in a row because there was 3 plays where I was like, damn, he's cooking them on the outside. Toby looks great too. He's making plays. He's getting to the quarterback. Lamont Lester looks good. I've seen him on the edge. Balansama Kamara, and then Kylan Salter. I'm so glad that they put him at the edge because he feels like he is coming into his own on that edge position. He's got such an NFL body that I think he's going to be a huge disruptor. So I do think that perhaps the top end talent on the edge is not as high as it was last year, but they have relentless 3 down edges that are going to keep coming at the quarterback. Like, we're going to end up earning the ability to rush on 3rd down, and those guys are hungry to do it, and they are capable of getting there, which is super exciting to see. I lost. I did. Okay, it's on the other side. Oh, I have it. My bad. I put defensive end and then defensive line on the other side. I'm going to go down the quarterbacks either way. The other guy I'm stamping, big ol' stamp, miles high buffs of approval. Nathan Mitchell is a monster, an absolute dog, to say the least, man. He is like, wow. Like, he jumps routes. He delivers hits. He's like there every single time, even though we're not like fully tackling every time, but like, he's just all over the field, man. Like, Nathan Mitchell, I'm pretty sure he was New Mexico State's leading tackler last season. And you can see why. Like, he understands football to a T, and he's smart and he's disciplined. And a couple of shows ago, somebody had asked me during the Q&A, like, who's going to lead the team in picks. And I think I might have to switch my answer to Nate Mitchell. Like, that's a jersey I could want to get. Like, that's a guy that, is just so versatile. And I'm so excited to see what he does from that safety position. Boo Carter showing out. I'm just going to keep saying Boo Carter over and over again. Also, just like a sick jersey. The Carter 6 is so cool. That's probably going to be my next one I got to get. I love what I'm seeing out of Boo Carter, right? So, like, early season conditioning, Swayze, he's puking in buckets and his team's lifting it up. And, like, admittedly, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh gosh, like, is Boo Carter like coming along? Is he, excited to be here? Are we going to, is he going to want to be really locked in? And, like, you're seeing Boo Carter, right? You're seeing everything that Boo Carter has to offer, which is so exciting. Von Bell said something along the lines of Boo Carter was one of the most talented players he's ever been around, which, for a guy that played in the NFL for many years, is a compliment beyond compliments. Like, everybody, my friends at DNVR was talking about whether or not Boo Carter was the most talented buff since Travis Hunter. And I mean, I don't want to say, I'm not going to give like a definitive right now, but like, he's just so versatile, and like, seeing him make plays on offense and just, he gets football, man. He gets, like, football is Boo Carter. Like, he's one of those guys that just like, he just understands it.
and he lives it, and it just comes innately to him. Nate Mitchell, innately. But it's kind of like watching, if you guys keep up with college basketball, like it's kind of like watching Darren Peterson play basketball. Patterson, the Kansas guard. He, like, some guys just have sports that come to them effortlessly, and Boo Carter's that type of guy. Football comes to him so naturally, and when he really puts it all together and like realizes what he can do for himself in his future, I mean, like, he probably won't be at Boulder past another year if he can put it all together, because that is a guy that, like, I see Colton Hood levels of defensive ability with him. Maybe not always like directly locked in on coverage the way Colton was, but just that like, if Preston Hodge and Colton Hood and like Travis, to an extent, like, I'm not going to say he's Travis levels of coverage, but like, Boo Carter just has so much talent, and it's so much versatile talent that I love to see it. It's awesome. Jaden Hardy is making plays, which is really good to see. I was a little bit bullish on him coming out of Oklahoma just because he didn't play. Or bullish, bearish. I always forget which one it is. I was a little under excited about Jaden Hardy when he came over because he just didn't have too much production at Oklahoma, but he looks super confident, and he's making plays. He is not afraid to hit somebody, which is super good to see. And I think he is going to be a really big asset in that safeties room, and as a defensive back overall. Cree Thomas looks every bit the part that you would expect from a Notre Dame transfer corner, right? Like, my favorite part about it is there's a clip where Coach Prime is in his face chewing him out, and he's looking him dead in the eye, and yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Like, he wants to learn, he wants to develop, he wants to be the best. It is he's also got really good aura. I don't know how to explain it. Like, his on-field swag is like next level. He's looks sick. I love the 20. It's awesome. So Cree Thomas looks great. Mo Williams Jr., Mojo, the freshman, is also making plays. Came on a little bit later in spring balls and has been confidently rising. Like, you can see that I think he got his feet under him a little bit, and he's another one of those guys that, like, I look back on my numbers and I had his number down like 3 times in the span of 10 numbers, right? Like, he just had back-to-back plays where it, like, feels like a guy that, like, when he gets hot, he's gonna really click. Reminds me a little bit of Jaden Milner-Jones from a couple years ago. Like, comes on late in his freshman season and starts making plays. And I think if they can continue to develop him and he sticks around, that's a 3-star that you hit on, right? That's like an underrated guy that I honestly, like, at times forgot was a part of that class, but, like, he's not going to allow us to forget him or, not remember him moving forward. He's a name. He's going to remember that name. I love the Mo Williams 25 basketball reference. I'm a big Mo Williams fan growing up, so loving that. Braylon Edwards, Cam, I'm going to get to your comment here. Braylon Edwards wants to hit somebody as hard as he can. He has his own language or own version of the Legion of Boom. Absolutely, man. Like, these freshmen, man, are coming in and are just him, Preston Ashley, Mo Williams. They are coming in and they're not scared at all. Like, these are guys that are coming in and they want to play. They want to make a difference. They want to hit. And they want to learn from the best. They want to learn from Coach Prime. And it's so exciting to see. And I like, a cornerback was one of those positions that I was a little bit hesitant on at first. I didn't put his name on there, but Jason Stokes, I've seen make a couple of plays. Jaja Boyd has been on the field and is working. I'm having a little bit of hard time with separating Jaja Boyd from the Richard Young play, but like, there's a lot of young, versatile defensive backs that are in this cornerback room, and it's really excited to see. I put CB, but I think obviously Nate Mitchell, Boo Carter, Jaden, it should be DB. I apologize. I had to scramble with this graphic like super last minute, so I do apologize. In the linebacker room, oh God, it is so good to see well-rounded, smart linebackers on the field for the Buffs, man. It is I like those guys know how to play the linebacker position. They're getting coached the hell out of by Chris Marv. And they like, and I'm seeing Coach Hart, he's obviously coaching, but he's also like, I think Marv has a little bit more hands-on with that position too. So it's like you get two coaches on that spot, which is really important and really good. Tyler Martinez is making plays. Leona's making plays. Freshman Ronnie Colton Jr. is a monster. Like that kid is massive, and he is. I think when he shores up, like gets his like feet underneath him and like shores up some of the movement stuff, and becomes maybe a little bit more of a coverage guy. I think I could see him being a real contributor. But like all these guys, man, I'm in this point where, and I know it's early. Don't clown me for it being early, but I'm really hoping we can keep these guys around. I am like the Creed Thomas, the Mo Williams, the Braylon Edwards, the Rodney Coltons, like the guys that came in from this freshman class, or maybe not freshman class, but just like the young transfers and the freshman class. I'm really hoping they stick around because I just want them to, I want them to prosper. I want them to be busts for years. Like I want to see Creed Thomas. I want to see the senior version of Creed Thomas. I want to see what the senior version of Rodney Colton Jr. is. Like, I hope that this year goes so well that they want to expand on it and that we are building something in Boulder. And I saw plays out of Bo Penna. I saw Gage Goldberg. Somebody asked me if Gage Goldberg was going to be a contributor last time we were on, and I said I wasn't sure, but I did see Gage Goldberg, make a couple of plays and was out there on the field. So I hope that you don't have to rely too much on some of the younger guys, but I'm also super excited about the top end talent that we have in that room. And I think if Gideon and Tyler and Leona can stay healthy, not only is that going to be such a good unit, like that top three type of trio, but also they're such good mentors and role models for the Rodney, the Carson, and the Colby of the next generation that I'm like, yes, please let me have that development for the next couple of seasons with here in Boulder. Again, defensive line, there's a couple of repeats in there, and I do apologize. Dylan Manuel, friend of the show, Dylan Manuel. Making plays. Love seeing that. Big 99. Love big defensive lineman in the number 99. I think it's so sick. So good to see him. Really just clogging gaps, causing havoc in the middle. I think there's some technique stuff to work through there. I think if you guys have been watching, like Dante Carter is coaching his ass off, and he is loud and he is excited and he's yelling sack every single time that his guys get to the ball. And you can see why Coach Prime believes in him. And like, yes, I get it. Like, it's not always about yelling, but it's yelling with the right group and at the right time. Like certain guys respond super well to that. And it's kind of like fun, like just watching Dante Carter like run around and like jump up and down and get so excited with his guys. And like, he like borderline tackled Samu the other day. And like every time that they make a play, he's like all over them and so excited. So I'm just so excited. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Coach Pecco and his like mild, quiet nature was like a better or worse way to coach a defensive line room. But I do think that the guys that we have in the room now are responding super well to the way Dante Carter is coaching them up. Coach Hilo on the defensive edge. Like I think it's a better overall unit that they have going currently. And I'm excited to see how this room develops. Some other names I wanted to mention. Billy, I didn't realize he was 260. He's kind of playing that hybrid, not fully an edge, not fully inside. But I've seen his name or his number pop up a bunch. Side note, I get the whole social media handles thing, but like, I just wish there were last names on the jersey, because every time I have to look and like re-reference what number somebody is, it's hard for me. And I can't always read like what the social media handle is. I'm like, either way, it's not my call to make. Balan Samakamara is making plays. Samu's making plays. Yamil Talib's making plays. Ezra Santana, Quincy Wiggins, I'm seeing good things out of off the edge. And then I already mentioned Kylan Salter. Again, apologies for the repeats, but Samu is as big as they advertise. There's a couple of plays where Samu and Yamil Talib were back to back getting to the quarterback, which is super, super good to see. I don't know if they're going to run that 3-4. I don't know if they're going to. I personally, with the personnel, think it's more of a 4-3. But like, I think you have 3 good linebackers and you got a couple of, I don't really know if I trust Samu as your main nose tackle right now. I think Ezra and Santana in the middle. Maybe you put Dylan there. Maybe you look somewhere else. But I'm seeing positive signs out of these guys, and I'm excited about the development that they're getting and just the way that they are attacking the ball, in the way that Coach Carter is really coaching them up.